At a pivotal moment here in this Eagles win over the Houston Texans. Thursday Night Football, just under 3 minutes remaining. The Eagles are ahead by 2 scores here. It's 29-17, and the Texans are marching. They're trying to make this a one-score game. They've got the ball in the red zone, and you have a key sack from Javon Hargrave. Let's see exactly what went into this play. Now, a little bit limited because we're looking at the TV angle and not the all-22, but I think when you look here first, you're going to see that the Eagles have 4 defensive backs on the field. So they are in their base defense. You've got 5 defensive linemen up on the line of scrimmage, and you've got 2 linebackers. So you've got the base personnel out on the field. And there are 2 aspects of this play that I think are worth pointing out. You're going to have the coverage, then you're going to have the rush. Let's start with the first element. Let's take a look at it from a coverage standpoint. Now, the route concept we're going to see here from the Houston Texans, who are in an empty set. You're going to get the number 3 receiver working down the seam, and then you're going to get a couple of slant routes, a couple of quick in-breaking routes from the number 1 and number 2 receivers. Now, the Eagles here with this 5-man front, they are playing a sort of zone coverage here on the backside. Tough to be able to tell exactly what zone coverage based off the TV angle, but there are 2 players I want you to watch, and it's those 2 linebackers in the middle of the field. TJ Edwards and Kaiser White do an outstanding job here on this play, because essentially what you're going to get with that route down the seam and the in-breaking route is that it is what is essentially a high-low read for the quarterback. If the linebackers are cheating up towards the line of scrimmage, well, then you should have that route down the seam. And if they are cheating back, well, then you should have the in-breaking route in front. It's 2nd and 10. You set up 3rd and medium. So let's watch this, see how it plays out. Keep an eye on TJ Edwards, middle of the field. He does a great job of forcing the quarterback to double clutch. He read that route coming, stayed home in the middle of the field, and forced the quarterback to double clutch. Now, let's bring this all the way back to the beginning and take a look at what happened from a front standpoint. Because again, the Eagles are in a 5-man look. No Jordan Davis here in this game. That was one of the big questions. How would the Eagles adjust? Well, here you're going to see that it's Javon Hargrave over the nose, over the center. You've got Milton Williams to his right, Fletcher Cox to his left, and you've got Josh Sweat and Hassan Reddick on either side. Now, what I want you to watch, because when you have this 5-man front, is you've got 5 one-on-one matchups. There are no double teams here on this rep. Watch Hargrave one-on-one with the center. He makes quick work of this guy, number 54. We'll let it run here. Watch Hargrave blow right by the center. The center's having a rough day because he ends up on the ground here. He's upset with himself. Hargrave gets his 3rd sack of the night. 3 sacks, 3 TFLs, 3 hurries. You love the hat tricks there for Javon Hargrave. He's got to be in the running for NFC Defensive Player of the Week when we get to next week at this time. But Javon Hargrave, 3 sacks. That 3rd one so pivotal, knocks the Texans backwards. There's an interception by James Bradbury on the very next play. Eagles defense holds firm when the Houston Texans try to make this a 1-score game. That is my Hyundai drive of the game.